Holy shit. I've been talking for the past few minutes, and I wasn't live. Lovely. Well, that explains some things. Ay. So sad. I might upload the first few minutes of this, just for the fun of it. So you can watch it and be like, wow, look at that idiot talking to herself. Like, literally, like, as much as you can. Just talk to herself. Like, you know, impossible to be talking to yourself any more than that. Cause no one even had the chance of listening in any way, shape, or form. Oh, how delightful. That was great. Yay. Oh, yeah, no, I was not late at all. I started at exactly 10. I mean, for me, 10. So, but I started exactly 8 minutes ago, which is the exact time that I usually stream. So, yay. Ay. How delightful. Hi. Hi, Ari. Good to see you. I hope you've been well. What do you have sore muscles from? How come? Jeez, this can only happen to me. Fucking streaming on YouTube, I'm not used to it yet. There's some advantages to it. I really like it on some, you know, for some, like, specific things. But I'm not used to it yet at all. The other time I accidentally started stream too early, like, I just clicked a button and then suddenly, bam, I was live, and I was like, wait, I didn't mean to go live yet. But then for this one... And I don't think chat is working either. How delightful. I made sure that it worked before. And now it's not working, is it? Like, come on. This is it, and this is that. Yeah, I don't get why it would not be displaying what you say in chat. Man. Oh. Speak of the devil. Never mind. I guess that does work. Cool. Well, anyway, I hope that the badminton was fun, even though your muscles, are sore now. That makes sense, you know? They kind of like to complain if you do something that they're not used to. Oh god, this is maybe a bit of an embarrassing fun fact, but I was visiting a friend and they had like weights, like dumbbells, and theirs were 10 kilos, so like 5 kilo plate on each side. It was like, you know, the small ones that you can like just take in your hand and like do the I don't remember the name for it, but basically where you when you like lift it up, like, you know, like you it's for your biceps. Anyway. But that friend has those and was like, hey, can you lift those? And I was like, yeah, of course I can. So I did. And yeah, I could. And then I did squats with them. Like, just like a few, like 3, 5, maybe 5, yeah. And I was like, oh yeah, this is fun. My friend was having a little bit of a crisis because they were worried that I would drop the dumbbells and like have them fall on my feet or something. And I'm like, no, I'm fine. What the fuck? Anyway, but so that was like those 5 squats. And then later that day, I went down the stairs of their apartment building. And like on a few of those steps, I felt like a slight soreness right away. And I was like, come on, man, that can't be real. I gotta be imagining that, because come on. Like, yeah, I don't usually train those muscles, but come on. That's not nice. But anyway, that's just what came to mind when I thought of that. But yeah, before I realized that I was not actually yet live yet, what I was doing was I was replying to some comments on the on today's video, just for the fun of it, because I was like, oh, I you know, like getting like busy doing something while streaming. So I was just, you know, in this first few minutes, yeah, replying to some comments. Until I realized that, like I said, I wasn't even live. Oh my god. We gotta make a compilation at some point. Sin does stupid stuff. And that's gotta be in there. Jesus Christ. Moving on. Before that, at some point, I also said I'm quite tired. As the title says, I did a lot of driving today. I have like a 6-hour trip behind me. I'm back home now, so that's fun, but, you know, I was quite busy. And I'm working on like 4 hours of sleep. Which driving was very interesting with that. I did not want to, but man, I have things to get done. I have work to get done. And appointments and stuff, so I kind of couldn't say, no, I won't drive yet. I'll drive when I have a better night's rest. So I drove anyway, and yay. Anyway, Lucy, hi, welcome. I hope you're having a good morning, day, evening, wherever you are, and welcome to the stream. The keyboard is probably quite loud. Actually, on like a scale of 1 to 10, how loud is it when I type on the keyboard? Like, you know, like how bad is that? And is it at all like a disruptive noise? Or is it... I heard that some people like it, but I can't imagine that. I, again, feel like there was something I wanted to say, but I forgot what it was. Gotcha, interesting. Oh, also, you're also German. Hello, fellow German. And yeah, that checks out. It is indeed night. For me and you both. Not a bother. Noted, thank you. That's what I wanted to know. What is up with that? Which stuff am I logged into there? Okay. Now it should be correct. I think so. Indeed. Anyway, also a thing I said before I realized that I wasn't actually live yet. I think I want to be doing some paint today, just for the fun. So this is it. Oh, sorry, flashbang. Maybe I should have warned you. My bad. Let's make it a little better. There. That's nice, right? Or nicer. Alright, now we just gotta figure out what to draw. Just as a little disclaimer right now, I am not in any way at all talented. I just like to scribble. Like, have no expectations because they will not be met here. And I don't even know what I'm drawing yet, you know, so yeah, you can't really expect anything good. This doesn't make sense. If this was a leaf, which it seems to be, it seems like that's what it's trying to be. That's not the way it would grow. Well, we're gonna fix the logic of this in just a second, but yeah, so just keep that in mind. You should not expect anything good to come from this. Oh, what the fuck? The funny thing is, though, I'm a bit of a perfectionist. Even when I know that I'm absolutely horrible at something, I'll still try to do it well, which it doesn't work like that. Because I don't ever draw. Anyway, you know what? I'm leaving that. Oh no, as far as I know, it's just when it's bright. I mean, obviously an actual flashbang, yeah, that's gonna be loud, but you know, it's just I'm not actually flashbanging anyone if I'm like this is an artistic choice that I'm very unsure about. Anyway, exactly, yeah. In this calm corner, stuff is not meant to be perfect. Wait, hey. I don't know what this is yet either. Does this look like anything yet? Maybe like a hat? Or a bird that can open its mouth a very, very concerning amount? I'm quite unsure about this. Maybe it's some weird fucked up kind of flower. Ooh, wait. Wait, maybe we can make this like oh. Yep, sure, whatever. Yep, it is now a weird and fucked up kind of butterfly. That, oh shit, that's what it's now. Yep. Let's not. Maybe it's a butterfly without wings but dancing in a dress? Maybe that's what it is. In that case, it wouldn't have to be symmetrical, because then it's just like, this sleeve is more open than that one. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. Anyway, hello and welcome. Rangers? Is that how you would like your username to be pronounced? Let me know if so. Let me know. I also do not yet know what this is gonna be. This is so interesting how things just happen. You know? Also, hello, Angel. Welcome. It's something. I'm not quite sure, Ranger. It's something. It exists on this application that is called Paint. Here is where that exists. Rangers. Alrighty. I don't know if I can draw better than you can. Maybe you'll change your mind once I've abused this I don't know if I can call it a drawing, but if I've done that enough. Is this a heart with very weird wings? Is this a... I feel like this is how we should go about this stuff. I draw something, and then we figure out together what the fuck it is. 'Cause I sure as hell don't know beforehand. Is this a butt? Is it a plum? Is it one of those flowers or fruit? Or no, it's neither. This plant that looks kind of like a heart, it actually has like a lightish pink color and it has the shape of a heart. I forgot what it's called though, and what its purpose is. If it's like, yeah, if it's like a flower or not, or I don't know. Anyway, let's get to this little guy. Make him realistic. Oh, my microphone is in the way. I can't quite see very well on what I'm doing here. But that surely won't at all affect how this thing turns out, am I right? Why, who says you need to see what you actually draw? Am I right? I like the other one better. The other leaf, I mean. Why do I always go over the lines? What is up with that? Damn. I had not been taught to color in the lines. A Mario Piranha plant. Ay, ay, ay. That sounds like a fun idea. Also to answer your question. Well, you know, technically, I can't answer this just 'cause I'm German. Since, I mean, I never had to learn it, you know, in that sense. Like, I mean, obviously I did. This is a boot with a heart. There's lots of hearts in here today. Or maybe it's... What else could it be? Oh, I just realized that that's the screen ends there for you guys, so you can't see that. You can't see that. Yeah. Maybe I should stay in an area where you can see still. Maybe I should. Anyway, now we're making something quite small. Now we can, well, I mean, the lines are big now. Don't ask me what this is yet. But right, sorry, I got sidetracked. You know, like, obviously learning a language is different when you're a native speaker, when you learn from, from infancy, and when native speakers teach you in the way that babies are taught language, you know? Then if... This is a box with teeth. Then if... What was I gonna say? God damn it. Excuse me? A non-native, not English, a non-native speaker learns it, like, in their adulthood. Or even when they're, like, I don't know, a teen or whatever. I don't think that'll make a big difference. Oh, well, this flower is more fucked up than the one before was. Whatever. An orange. I can do an orange, for sure. Kind of. I can try at least, I suppose. Do oranges actually? I mean, yeah, they do have leaves, but can you buy them at the store with leaves? I think any orange I've ever seen at a store did not have leaves. But, you know, I think in other places you can. Waiting for that box with teeth from Amazon. Damn. Let's hope it doesn't bite you. But yeah, so in general, I would not technically be able to answer that question just because I'm German. But I've actually done a little bit of research about speaking the languages. That sounded way more, like, professional than it's supposed to. Like, I'm not, like, some language expert. I just read some stuff occasionally, and I know people who want to learn German or who've learned, like, a bunch of different languages, and I've learned 3. Tried to do a fourth one, but that didn't really work out. And I mean, why are the petals getting bigger and weirder, and this is strange. Oh, this is fun, cute little flowers, right? But yeah, so German is amongst the harder languages to learn. Definitely not the hardest out there. There's ones that are way harder. Like, way, way, way harder. But it's certainly also not the easiest. We have some grammatical rules that are just difficult. Because, how did I get this so square? What the hell? Like, excuse me. But yeah, like, can I give a good example? I'm unsure. Let's see. I mean, obviously one that's different to English, but not to that many other languages, I think. But just to English, like if you're a native English speaker, you speak no other languages. Articles. The word in front of a noun. In German, you have 3 of them. Masculine, feminine, and what do you call the other one? Neutral? Without a gender? I don't know, whatever. But there's no way for you to know, like, which article belongs to which, other than you just remember. Like, there's no rule. It's just there. You know? Be there or be square. That's funny. Ay. But yeah, so that's like a tiny little detail that makes German a little hard. But there's way more things. I'm just not good. Like, I'm not informed enough about the topic, I think, to know all of them. Damn, you do speak 4 languages? Congrats, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I learned a 3rd one. Technically, English is the 3rd. Excuse me. The other one I learned before English, the 2nd one, which is... I gotta practice my stars. They always end up looking weird as fuck. These are actually not terribly bad. I mean, they're not great, but I've certainly done much worse, believe me. Yeah, kind of like that a little bit. What was I gonna say? Fuck. Right. What the fuck is this one? The 2nd language I learned is Danish, and I've already forgotten a lot of it. People keep reassuring me it's okay. Once you speak it on a more daily basis again, you'll, like, remember more stuff again. And I'm just sitting here like... You're probably right. But still. This is sad. Because I feel like I'm not actually capable of doing it anymore. Yeah, you see the kind of issue I have with stars? Man. Danish, I wouldn't say that it's an unfun language. I would, however, say that it's not terribly useful, if that makes sense. It's like, you know, like, if you learn Spanish, you can go to Spain and talk with people, you can go to Mexico and talk with people, you can... God, I don't know. What else? Those are actually the first two that come to mind. Anyway, but, you know, like, there you have, like, pretty big areas, and in my head, like, you know, Spain is about the same size as Germany, and then Mexico, I actually don't know the size, but, you know, it's also an area, and it's not small in that, compared to some others, like, for example, Denmark. Denmark is a tiny country. And only Denmark speaks Danish. If you learn English, geez, you can go to the UK. You can go to Ireland. You can go to... What the fuck happened to this guy? Nah, we're banning him. He did not pass. And he shall not. Damn. You can go to the US, you can go to Australia, New Zealand, you can go to South Africa, you can... God, where else? Obviously, there's a lot of countries where, like, that just, like, have English, like, kind of, even though, like, you know, it's not the language that is spoken primarily in the country. It's still, like, a bunch of people are going to understand you. You're going to be able to find your way around. That kind of stuff. But in that way, English is really useful. Chinese is quite useful because China is just such a giant country, so, like, you know, if you ever wanted to, like, go visit that, there's so much area to cover, basically. Actually, I don't know how much of, like, if there's any... There's parts of China that, like, can't be inhabited, right? Isn't there, like... not desert, but... Or is there? I'm bad at this. Don't quote me on any of this, please. But my point is, you know, like... A bigger area than some other places. But yeah, and then there's, you know, like media. Like, obviously something that's very popular nowadays is, like, anime. Because I saw Japanese somewhere. Japan, yeah, someone talked about Japan. That's, like, you know, if you want to, like, if it's really important to you that you are able to watch things in the original language so you don't miss out on anything, and that you're able to, like, learn something about the culture behind stuff, not just the version that's basically translated, then you can go to the country and you can check it out and stuff, and you can, like, really, I don't know if immerse yourself in that is the right word, but, you know, that's another thing that languages are good for. And Denmark, just, I'm sorry to all Danish people, but I'm sorry to tell you, you don't really have that. I don't really know any good movies that I ever enjoyed that are like originally Danish. You know, it's just, yeah, it doesn't have many uses, let's say that. Anyway, I've been missing some chat stuff while I was doing stuff on Paint, so excuse me. I'd buy the painting. Huh? Are you sure about that, Lucy? Are you sure about that? At which point was that? When it was still less chaotic and weird with the stars, or I think that was before the stars. Oh, it's so cool that you learned a good bit of Japanese, Rangers. That is quite impressive, because to me Japanese is very complicated. I kind of tried a little bit because, like, a friend of mine always loves visiting Japan and wanted me to come along, and I'm very anxious to visit a country whose language I don't speak or even understand, like, the slightest bit. And if I don't think that I can come very, very far with English, so I was trying to kind of learn it, but I did not do well at all. Always yawning. I'll never be able to learn a language that requires me to roll my R's. I also can't roll my R's, and it's so sad because I really like it. Like, I like how it sounds, and it's just fun, you know? So I'm very unhappy that I can't roll my R's. Gotta incorporate more Irish into my day, just like you gotta incorporate more Danish into your day. Yeah, and that's the thing. I tried doing that when I was still in school, because, you know, it helped then too. But the thing is, I haven't found any kind of media that I've really enjoyed. Like I said, like originally Danish books or movies or series or something. Anything Danish that I did watch, I was kind of more or less forced to, like, you know, due to school stuff, like when we would read a book in school or when we would watch a movie in school. And if we had a free period, we would, like, watch, you know, Danish stuff. There was this thing we had in winter as, like, an advent calendar. The American people are not going to really know this, but it's basically like, you know, as a kid, you have this calendar that where you open basically doors every day in December before Christmas. So it's 24 doors, because in the non-US, Christmas is on the 24th and not the 25th. You, like, you know, you open one every day, and it can be like you know, filled with chocolates inside, or with like little toys or whatever fucking capitalism can come up with for people to buy, you know. Lots of fun stuff. And then there was also these Danish series that were like basically, you know, one like episode of like a show basically as that kind of thing, and it was always themed kind of like around Christmas, so every year we would have one of those and watch that, and that was also originally Danish, and I enjoyed none of it at all, but yeah, so I can't really incorporate that into my daily life then, and I'm only in contact with one person that I used to go to school with, and both of us aren't too keen on, like, trying to practice our Danish with each other whenever we see each other, which is quite rarely by now, but, you know, whenever we do, it's not like, oh yeah, let's let's help keep each other's Danish up to date, so, you know, yeah, that's, I don't see that. I don't see that happening. But yeah, so that's how my options kind of go out. What I could actually kind of do technically is, because I'm kind of close to the border to Denmark, is just go up there, like drive, not go. I'm not that close, but drive up to the border to Denmark and just spend some time in Denmark, like do my shopping in Denmark, or, you know, something like that. But for that, I'm not confident enough. I'll, like, stand in front of someone and try to speak Danish and absolutely, like, you know, embarrass myself. Because when I try to have a conversation in my head, I'm like, okay, what would I say to this? What would I say to that? I keep making mistakes, like big mistakes. Like, in the sense that I accidentally switched to English. Don't ask me why this is. I think it's because in my brain, like, the way that you move your mouth and how, like, words are softer and speaking is softer in that sense. Like, you use your tongue way more, I feel like, in English and Danish, like that's so similar but so different from German that in my German brain it's like it kind of just puts them together. And I have more practice and I'm more confident in my English that it doesn't happen to me the other way around. But it does happen to me when I try to speak Danish that I'll accidentally like just switch to English with some words or all of them, and then I'll just be like, wait, what the fuck is this actually called in Danish? And then I can't think of it. And then I just stand there looking silly. But yeah. Spawned in? Is that what we're calling being born now? Spawned in Ireland, knowing English, we have our own language though, as I mentioned. Yeah, you have. And you've presented us with some words actually. I've seen in the comments sometimes. I'd be like, oh, this word is this in Irish, and I'm like, oh, I didn't realize that is actually its own language, but now I do know. The ice continent. No, I don't remember what that was in reference to. Maybe something I was drawing, maybe, possibly. Anyway, Lucy, I feel very, very honored that you would actually still buy this. I have a... No. No, I can't make that joke. No, but I feel... I feel very honored. I'm glad that you like my drawing. I'll keep drawing in just a second. I'm almost done catching up. And for sure, yeah, you gotta watch out for dialects, even in the English-speaking world, but you're gonna still be able to understand people most of the time, and they're definitely gonna be able to understand you. And that's kind of, you know. But yeah, also, I mean, some countries, they actively speak English, but then also, like, you know, other languages as well. I mean, you know, we have, like, Canada with the English and French, right? I mean, only in some areas, but still. And we have South Africa, obviously, with... Do you call it South African? Is that, like, the language? No, there's probably... Actually, there might be multiple, even in that area. But I forgot what it's called. I feel like it's almost on the tip of my tongue, but... Yeah, no. But obviously, you know, there's that, and then there's English. Actually, there might even be... I don't know if there's multiple non-English languages that are spoken in South Africa. I just know of one. My family has some friends in the area, and... But yeah, I don't remember what it was called. Anyway, maybe I could try and find some interesting Danish videos again, like online. Like, I tried to find like a YouTuber that I would enjoy watching and just like regularly watch their stuff, but I didn't look for long enough. I think I didn't find anything that I enjoyed at the time. Bye, Angel. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Oh, it's Afrikaans? Really? Huh. I don't know what I had in mind then. Oh well. I have not ever been to the US. I went to England once, but I was very young. I was like 8. So that was with my family. And at the time, I didn't speak a word of English yet, like, at all. This is all just from learning at school, which, to be fair, I was always unhappy with how I learned English in school. it felt very inefficient to me, and I was kind of always ahead and wanted to like learn more because I just kind of had a knack for English. I thought at some point that I had a knack for languages in general, but no, it was really just English. To be fair, I've never learned another language in that setting. Like, any language that I kind of attempted to learn after that was more like online, you know, like little courses like that, little practicing, that kind of stuff. I didn't actually like go to a lesson, like, you know, full on with a teacher who can interact with you and who like teaches you the basics and then tells you what to practice and stuff like that, you know. But what was I gonna say? Right, but yeah, then I just had the internet to help me, and movies, like you know, like watching like videos and movies and series and stuff that really helps you learn pronunciation, like really get used to that and how words are supposed to be pronounced. It helps a lot to have that, and I think that's why a lot of people like in the younger generations are now better at for example English than their parents were, and those parents, you know, like the generations before. Obviously, because okay, if I just let that sit like that, people are gonna be like, what the fuck are you even talking about? That's not the main reason at all. Because obviously a big part of the whole thing is that we are way more, like, you know, connected in general to other countries and other cultures and stuff. And, you know, we have more resources in general to learn other languages and more reason to learn other languages and stuff. But yeah, I think that really helps because it's like a bit of casual practicing in that sense. South Africa also has a ton of indigenous languages, Zulu being one of them. That could be the one that I was thinking of, actually, because in my head it was like it starts with a Z. And then I was thinking, oh no, that's possibly just because the first person who I got to know who speaks that language in South Africa, like their name started with a Z. Or starts, they're not dead as far as I know. But like, so I was like, oh no, maybe that's not it. But I'm kind of unsure, because in my head the name for the language was longer, like at least double. But I don't know. Anyway, this has been a very fun stream. I think I'm gonna get back to relaxing now, though. Since, like I said, it has been a long day, I'm tired as fuck, and I'm yawning like nonstop. I'm gonna get back on the couch now until I finally fall asleep. And then hopefully I'll be starting the day refreshed tomorrow, because goddamn, I have a lot to do. Anyway, thank you guys for stopping by. Let me real quick, just so we have it all here. Let's see what we all, oh shit, painted today. Nope, I gotta make that smaller. There, that. Yep, that, this is what we did. I can pull this a little bit here. Very fun, very fun. But yeah, here's your painting. You can take a screenshot and put it up on your wall. But yeah, sleep well, guys. Have a great rest of your day, night, morning. Most people here, I think it's late for, but you know, anyone who's gonna watch this at a later point, you know. Anyway, bye-bye.